Get in frame, Nyle. I'm in Arizona, in my mom's pool. And yes, I'm gonna put my silly sun hat on because it is that hot here, you guys. It is crazy hot. It has been over 100 degrees. So I wanted to give you some tips for traveling to a hot climate like Arizona. I'm here visiting from New York. This is semi-post-pandemic. It's July of 2021, and the restrictions have been lifted in New York City. So I felt like it was a good time to travel, and I'm fully vaccinated, and my mom is fully vaccinated. We're all fully vaccinated. So I felt like it was a safe time to travel. And I flew here from New York, from JFK to FHX. And I did bring my vaccination card. It was not asked for, I think because it's domestic travel and they don't have like a big restriction here in Arizona like we did in New York, because New York's an international hub. And in Arizona, they got hit, but not as bad as New York, and there's a lot more space. So you don't actually have to be around people. So I'm here, it's sunny, it's beautiful. I'm sorry if you can't see me, but here I am. It's a little crazy hot. And so I've been really, I overdid it the other day in the sun and got red, and have been trying to be really smart about it since then. So what you'll need obviously is a big sun hat that collapses and folds in your suitcase. You'll need to wear your sunblock. I would recommend staying somewhere with a pool. Definitely stay somewhere with a pool, because if my mom didn't have this pool, I would probably be inside most of the day unless we were like in air-conditioned shops. And then you still do have to wear your mask at this time at certain shops. So, you know, as much as that's really important to do, it's not fun necessarily. So it's more fun to stay home unmasked in the pool in the backyard, especially if you're coming from New York, where you sort of have to wear your mask everywhere. Even now, you sort of feel like you want to wear your mask everywhere because there's so many people. So it is really nice to take a break. So let me talk about how, if you're not doing this during the pandemic or post-pandemic, let's say you're watching this 5 years from now, you're just coming to Arizona. Let me tell you a couple tips about traveling to Arizona. So definitely make sure you have a refillable water bottle that you can refill right when you get off the plane, because it is that hot. And I also had like cooling towels that I froze. I'll link those below. I put some water on them and then I froze them, and I carried those with me in case I was too hot in the airport. I am traveling with my little small dog who's under 20 pounds, so she goes under the seat in front of me. I brought for her a cooling vest. I have backup water. I have wet food because, you know, it's like small, wet, portable, like can just peel back and feed her at the airport if need be. Potty bags, potty pads, cooling vest, boots that I can make cool, like by running water under them to put on her feet if the pavement's too hot. It gets so hot that, you know, it would hurt your feet. So one of the things I've been doing while visiting my mom is I go out and I walk around the pool barefoot to see how hot the pavement is, to see if it's okay for the dog to come out without frozen booties on. So I would definitely stay somewhere where there is a pool. I feel like it's essential, especially in the summer in Arizona. We do come out here during the winter months sometime for a holiday visit during one of the holidays often. And it is much nicer. Now, when we go out during the winter months and we come out here, we can go hiking and do all kinds of stuff. In the summer, it's more indoor activities. So hiking would be heat prohibitive. There's a lot of fires. We will be visiting Sedona because it is cooler there, and going out to eat in Sedona and like staying in Sedona a bit at an Airbnb. And we would normally hike if there wasn't recently fires, but it's just something we're not going to probably risk. You know, we're just going to see beautiful Sedona, which is gorgeous. And so you're going to want to bring as many cooling aspects for your dog, as many cooling aspects for you. For traveling, you're going to want hiking shoes that you can either get when you land before your hike, like let's say you're going to the Grand Canyon, so that you don't have to carry them. They do have a good selection out here of those things. And you're gonna want flip-flops for just every day by a pool. I have a pair of Crocs that I got here that I'll travel back with, because those are good for slipping on and going near the pool because of the water. And I have good hiking shoes, good quality hiking shoes. So the other things that you can do in Arizona when you're traveling here, especially if you come for the winter, which is the best time to come, really. I don't normally come in the summer, but I hadn't seen my mom because of the pandemic in so long, and we were actually supposed to come in May of 2020, and obviously that didn't happen because everything's shut down in New York City in March of 2020. So I haven't been here for a while. It is July of 2021. And so I just really wanted to come see her, even though it's the summer. But a lot of people that are what they call snowbirds, my mom lives here full time, but snowbirds come for the winter months down from Canada, and then they go back up for the summer in Canada, which again, this year they're probably not doing because the border's closed, but just standard travel for the future so that you know these things. So if you have a car, rent a car. If you're doing van life in Arizona, you need an air conditioner, you need a backup generator. If you have a cooler in your car, I wouldn't use the regular Igloo ones, as great as they are for like outside here by the pool. In your car, I would get like, I believe it's called a Dometic, something that's, you know, really gonna freeze food if you're traveling, because it is that hot. It's crazy hot. It gets up to, I mean, it was 118 the other day. I think it gets hotter than that. So it gets crazy, crazy hot, and the noonday sun, you know, or like the 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it'll just wipe you out. You need extra hydration, and you're just like, oh my gosh, why do I need a nap? Well, because you were out in the sun for like less than like 30 minutes and you're wiped out. That's how crazy it is. So don't go anywhere in Arizona without a bottle of water. Don't walk to the mailbox without a bottle of water. Definitely have a sun hat like I have on right now, or sunblock. I prefer the sun hat in the pool because like I'm swimming, so obviously the sunblock's gonna come off. If I'm lying in the lounge chair, which is somewhere behind me, you know, I put the sunblock on, and I wear like 50 block out here, you guys. Like there's no like put 15 block and go to the bodega, you know, it's like 50 block so that you don't burn. And if you don't put it on, you will get burned very quickly. So sunblock is essential. All sorts of cooling devices, little fans that plug into your phone, little fans that plug into your laptop, backup batteries for all these fans, you know, all these types of things. And you always need backup power. The other thing I would do when you're traveling is make sure that you have snacks. Always pack snacks in case you get stuck in the airport. This time I got stuck in the airport for a while. TSA caused delays of like 100 people's flights. Had nothing to do with me. It literally was taking 2 hours to get through the security line at TSA. So, you know, normally you leave 2 to 3 hours for the airport you get to the airport 2 or 3 hours early. That wouldn't have even, I mean, I got there like 2.5 hours early, and that still didn't give enough time. So I would say if you're traveling at a busy season, now normally this July 4th weekend isn't this busy, but it just was because it was the first post-pandemic trip I think a lot of us were taking. So it was like Christmas travel or holiday travel. And so I would leave a holiday travel. Honestly, I would leave yourself 4 hours to get to the airport and do the whole thing. And of course, that all depends on how close your airport is to you. And I usually leave 2 hours like from when I arrive at the airport to get in, which at all other times has been plenty of time. And this time, 2.5 hours was not. So definitely leave really, really early, but also have snacks. You'll see my other videos. I was stuck at the airport. I had my snacks. I had my cooling towels. I had my extra dog food. I had my refillable water bottles. You can usually buy water at the airport, but a lot of times if you're doing a red eye, those shops are closed. So, you know, this is for travel and vacation now and in the future. I had a carry-on as well as the dog bag, as well as a checked bag, because I wasn't sure how long I was going to stay out here, depending on what my mom needed. She's doing great. She's amazing. She's totally, you know, you get worried about your mom after a while, and you wonder, like, how long will I need to stay? Does she need help with the house and stuff like that? But actually what we're doing is photo albums. My brother fixed the stuff around the house, and I help her with, like, scrapbooking and photo albums and those types of things. So we're a great team of kids to have, because we help mom with whatever she needs, and we're both good at other stuff. What else could I tell you that's useful for travel? Of course, okay, so I'll show you my bags when I get home from New York, home to New York. I'll show you how I packed them. But one of the things I do is in my carry-on, I have my bathing suit, I have my outfit, and I have important things. I might have an extra bathing suit in my checked baggage, but I have a bathing suit in my carry-on. I have the required minimum amount of liquid of sunblock in my carry-on. You know, all the small, I think they can't be bigger than 3 ounces. And I might have a bigger, like if I was going for longer, I was coming to my mom's, so I didn't need a lot of stuff, right? But maybe you're not going to a family house. And so you can put your bigger stuff in your bigger bag, but make sure in your carry-on you have at least one of all your essentials, a few of all your essentials. Like, so just in case your luggage doesn't get to you. Like my luggage was on the first plane out, so I could have lost my luggage, but I didn't. They were very nice at the Phoenix International Airport, FHX, and I came from JFK. JFK is a very clean airport, so that was really nice. Even though I was stuck there, it is a very clean airport, and it is dog friendly. And Phoenix is dog friendly, and I believe there's other trips that I've gone out here and I've showed you, like the areas where you can take for relief for your dog. And at JFK, the relief area for the dog was a whole patio area where there's puppy playground and picnic tables and everything. So that was really nice. Anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. Those are some tips for traveling to Arizona or other hot areas. Arizona is 45 minutes from LA, 45 minutes to an hour, plus, of course, getting through the TSA from FHX to LAX. And I believe there's even a train somewhere, but it's not as accessible at all. And then a drive from Arizona to LA would probably be around 6 hours. But it's closer than New York. So last year we did go, not last year, in 2018 we did go to Hollywood first for a film festival. My mom met us there, and then we came to Arizona for Christmas. So these are some tips that you can use for when you're traveling to Arizona or other hot climates. Thanks for tuning in. This is Nyle Lynn. I'm gonna get back to swimming now.